not specific to a worksite wellness topic, but of course it all kind of meshes, so to have her here. So welcome, Shelley.
Hi, nice to meet you all. So, like Angie said, I work for E For All. I've been on as the executive director since this past September, which is pretty much when we started in this area. So E For All has been in Lowell and Lawrence for the past 4 years as an organization to help entrepreneurs in the community of both Lowell and Lawrence. And New Bedford and Fall River is the first expansion. So when hearing about the program, I was really excited to hear that it was going to be in this area, because I do feel that these communities can really use this type of assistance. So what we do and what I'm working on right now is we do 2 accelerator programs a year. What an accelerator program is we take entrepreneurs in the area that are at the very early stages of starting an idea of a business or nonprofit, and we have them come to 12 weeks of classes where we have experts from the community come in and really lead them through all stages of what they need to know to really start a business. So the nuts and bolts of a business: should you be an LLC, sole proprietor, how to go about starting a nonprofit, how to think about finances, when you need a lawyer, all that kind of stuff, permitting and everything like that. Besides the workshops, they also have weekly meetings with mentors. So for each entrepreneur, we put a team together of 3 mentors for them to meet with weekly for about an hour and a half. And also the entrepreneurs learn from each other. So they have the guided workshops, the mentors, they have each other, and then also through each program that we have, they can also compete. We have a pool of $30,000 that they compete for throughout the class. So at the end of the 12 weeks, there's $15,000 on the table that they compete for. We don't evenly divide it around everybody. We really want to see that people are working on their idea, how well they're working with each other, building each other up. So I'm really excited to announce that the reason why I was late this morning is we had a midnight deadline last night for people to apply to this program. And we had 43 applications come in. So I was up late helping people and up early just making sure to respond to people. And what I'm thrilled to see with the applications that have come in is we have such a mix of people from New Bedford, from Fall River. We also don't exclude people from other areas as long as they will drive to one of those cities. So we have people from Brockton, Easton, Cape Cod, Warwick. We have a really diverse mix of where people are coming from. We have a very diverse mix of what the ideas are, from anywhere from food trucks to nonprofit for youth organizations to tech ideas. It's like wild how varied they are, and then also different ages. So we don't if children or college people wanted to apply, that's fine. It's just that the time limitations, we meet on Tuesday afternoons and Thursday evenings. So normally at certain ages that doesn't work. But we are finding a wide range of adults too. So, from 18 to, 70, So we had an info session a few weeks ago, and on top of there being a diverse amount of ideas and ages and where people are from, we're also finding a diverse mix of demographics and ethnicities, and that's really what E For All is about, of really being a program to really help anyone. So our really focus is early stages. So the way that we're going to build this class is normally in Lowell and Lawrence, the class size is 15 entrepreneurs, and since the 3-to-1 ratio is always there with mentors, that means they have 45 mentors. What we're doing here, since this is our first time, is we're really basing the class size on how many mentors we get, and we're really going for quality over quantity at this point. So instead of trying to push for a class size of 15, which certainly we could have based on having so many applications, that will really depend on the mentor. So right now we have about 24 mentors that we've met with and talked to. Those are people with really any kind of business sense, whether they're an entrepreneur themselves or maybe they're in finance, or wide range of ideas. But I really would love to get up to even 30 would be great. Then we could have a class size of 10. Yeah. But again, I'm not going to push for it and force it to happen. So we are state funded for 3 years through the Mass Tech Collaborative. So we're very grateful for that. That's where all the funding for the cash prizes go in, and we have a staff of 2.5 right now. So I'm the executive director, I have a program manager, and then we also have somebody part-time as an ambassador to just he works between Cape Cod and Newton, and he just is there to also, he's more in the tech industry to outreach people in that field. Then just so besides the accelerator program, we also do pitch contests a few times a year. So similar to Shark Tank, but a lot nicer. Our first one we did was at the Zyterian Theater in New Bedford. We don't normally look for venues that large, but we partnered with the Connecting for Change conference through the Marion Institute, which was a good mix. And we did have a good turnout, and it was great. And we had, again, it's an application process. People applied, and we chose 20 people to stand at a table like this, sharing their idea with the community. We then told 8 of them that they would go on stage and share their idea for 2.5 minutes for a chance to win some cash prizes, the top prize being $1,000. We even do a fan favorite where people from the audience can text who their favorite is, which is exciting, and you see the scores on the top. So that was great, and we're following along with the people that went through that. We're happy to see that a few of those contestants are now applying for the accelerator program, so they really see the benefit of what we can do. But the beauty of things like the pitch contest is on the back of this card that I passed out, Benares Angeli runs a children's art lab, and she had said, to not read directly her quote, but she said, she went up on stage basically saying she's already running the program, but she really needed a laptop because she was having a hard time doing promotion through an iPad. You can't attach things, and you can't work on a website or anything. And so she won $750 as second place prize, which was enough money to help get her a laptop. But she said besides getting that, she had somebody offer to build her a website for free from the community that just really believed in her mission. She was able to partner with another group that was there that also works with children. She met somebody that gave her a great connection out of Cambridge that she can look at their model, and then she just met so many people in the community that are now bringing the kids there. So part of what we do is we attract people through cash prizes, but really the benefit that they get is what they're getting from the community. So through feedback of the community, and then also with the accelerator through the mentorship relationships, and just knowing that they're not alone, and that's basically what it is giving them that support through the process, where I don't know if anybody here has started a business or knows somebody that has, but I think there are a lot of challenges, and just knowing that people support you is a huge plus to that. So when looking for mentors, we really look for people that are going to be simply that, as a support, and ask questions, not make phone calls for them, not go do things, not dictate and say, no, you should do this, but to just say, oh, have you thought of this? How's the process going? Has your idea changed since the class? We'll let mentors know what's going on in the classes so they get a general idea, like, okay, this week they talked about finance, and so with a team of 3 mentors, there could be one mentor that's really great with finance and somebody else that's like, oh, I don't even deal with that in my own business. But that's why we pool mentors together, so that it's not just one person saying, oh, do it this way, but really a team effort of really trying to solve problems together.
How many hours would you say the mentor would need to be obligated to? Like, how many hours a week?
So for 12 weeks, it would be a week, an hour and a half for 12 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I keep talking about a 12-week program, but the entrepreneurs are really with us for a full year. The 12 weeks is the most intensive part, where they have the workshops and the weekly meetings with mentors. After that, we do quarterly check-ins with the entrepreneurs, where we give them goals and they compete for more money. And we do want them to still continue a relationship with their mentors. At that point, it doesn't need to be a weekly meeting. It could be once a month. It could be by phone. It's really up to the team that then decides how they want to handle that. But we do want the mentors to be available for a full year.
Okay. And are you looking more for CEOs of companies, or no? It could be. Yeah.
No, yeah, we have a wide range already signed up. So we have some young entrepreneurs, we have some retired business people, we have people that have started their own businesses, we have people that work in finance. It really, it's a mix, and it could be at any level, but really we're looking for people that have a passion for the community and entrepreneurship, and want to believe that seeing people have personal growth in the community is going to help. So that's really.
Sorry about that.
Oh.
And what's the cost?
It's free.
It's all free?
It's free. Yeah. So what happens is,
I know, it's good.
again, I keep bringing up, like, community is really a big part of it. So with besides needing mentors, we also take volunteer readers. So for people that say, you know, I don't think I could mentor, but I'd love to help. Right now, what we'll be doing the next few days is taking those 43 applications and sending them to people in the community to read them. Each reader will read about 4 or 5, and each application will be read at least 4 times by different people and scored by different categories of how much did this person do research, are they clear about what they want to do you think they should be in the program, and also give feedback. So out of the 43 applications, we'll take the top 20 that get scored and we'll interview them, and that's how we'll choose. If we have a class size of 10, we'll interview 20 and then we'll choose. And even that, it's not up to me as the executive director. We'll have, for interviews, we'll have a mentor there, maybe somebody from the community. It's really a group effort of really choosing who is going to be part of this. So the readers is a really important part of it, where people can do that at home on their laptop. As long, you know, that takes about an hour to 2 hours, because we do want people to set aside some real time to give feedback. For the pitch contest, it's the same type of model where we have people read and give feedback. And so at that time, as you can imagine, I mean, I've been doing this for less than a month, and I'm emailing some people that I've never met before saying, here's some random feedback from your business that some people that you don't know are giving you, you know, and a little bit like, you know, trying to word it as nicely, but you don't know what reaction you're going to get. And I had so many reply emails of just, wow, this feedback helped so much. It is so hard to just get feedback sometimes. And people were so appreciative, and they found that the process of just applying and getting that feedback really helped them focus. Because a lot of times with people starting a business, they have the idea, but sometimes the idea is branching off in different directions. So to just have somebody take an hour of their time to just say, hey, have you ever thought of this? Maybe you can connect to this person. That really goes a long way.
And do you provide training for the readers? Like, do you have a set of expectations? Or?
Yeah, so it's all through, we would send an email of the links of the applications, and then where you score them, there's a website that you score them that really tells you, like, on a scale of 1 through 10, how well did they get this point across? Or, you know, it's very clear on what you're scoring.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's all through email, and you do it on your own. And then the other category of what we'll need help with is all the workshops will be led by experts in the community. So that's just if you know somebody that you say, hey, this person's great at speaking, they're great at speaking about finance. Oh, I know a lawyer that's great at that. So we're not worried too much about that yet, but since we're starting January, we need to start buckling down on that. I've just been focusing on the mentors and readers for the most part. But this card that I handed out does say that these are the different types of opportunities to help. It's the mentors, the specialists, and the readers. So there's those different categories. And we are in the Parent Academy catalog to do an info session in March in Fall River, just to make sure that we're just continuing our outreach, and we just want to make sure that everybody knows about the opportunity. For this upcoming class, we will be bouncing the class back between New Bedford and Fall River. We'll do Tuesday afternoons in Fall River, location to be determined in the next few weeks, and then Thursday nights in New Bedford. In the future, we may do, you know, the summer class in one city and the other class, but to start off, we just want to make sure that we're in both cities, and people realize that it's really for the region, not just one specific city.
And when do you need mentors to lead a workshop?
So that will be for 12 weeks starting in January. So so we're really going to start kind of filling in slots there of saying, you know, who will be able to talk about each category.
And that'll be Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's usually not just a stand up and speak, but like there'll be a PowerPoint and then also to engage in the class.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to, you know, for the person to also ask the entrepreneurs what they think and to be questioned. Then we'll have sometimes that we'll just have, you know, we may not have as many nonprofits as businesses in the class. So we have, like, I know somebody that's a nonprofit lawyer that has agreed to come in, and we can do open office hours with her. So instead of her actually leading a class, because it may not pertain to everybody, we can use her resource for people. So like I said, the program is totally free for people. So when we're looking for help, you know, we are hoping that people in the community just believe in it and will help volunteer for, you know, understanding what the mission is.
Good, funded for 3 years, right,
Mhm.
3 years, so there's some sustainability behind it, which is nice, because we don't always get to see that, so.
And if, you could always go to our website too. What's really great to see in Lowell and Lawrence is that, they've been doing this for 4 years, and they've been doing some surveys of people that have gone through the program, and it's over 80% of people that have gone through the program are still running their businesses.
Oh, wow.
And I don't have the actual numbers on me, but the amount of payroll that they've added to the community is just mind-blowing. And the amount of people that have gone into the program that were unemployed was really high, and to now see that they're not just employed, but they're also in some cases paying people is just it's just really great. So there's been some really, really great results from it, and we hope to do the same here.
That's terrific. So do you have support from our government, local city government?
Yeah.
Are they out there, for you?
Yeah, we do. We actually just saw a recent clip, Governor Baker. Like I said, Lowell Lawrence was the beginning. New Bedford Fall River is the second location, and Lynn is now getting started up. Some community members of Lynn knew about the program, and they decided that they wanted to invest in it, which is a great thing. And
Are you from this area?
I've been in this area since '98.
Oh, okay, because our new upcoming mayor in Fall River is a
Jason-
self-described
Jason knows-
entrepreneur.
yeah,
I would think
he knows
he'd be
about
a big
it.
proponent of it.
Yeah, he's very
Get him
sup-
to speak to it.
He's very supportive of it.
Yeah.
I've met with Broward and the chamber,
Oh,
and
good.
met
Okay,
with many
so
people.
yeah.
But even the governor, when you're talking to Lynn, somebody asked him about what should we do when it comes to startups, and he was like, well, eat for all. So he said it like it was like a
That's awesome.
household name,
That's
which was
great.
really great. So we have support on different levels. And we're getting some good coverage. We were just in the Sunday paper of Standard Times, in the front page of the business section this weekend, which helped. We're in the Southcoast Insider magazine this month, which is really good. So we're just doing everything to just get the word out and make sure that people know about it.
Is there collaboration with higher education, with like UMass Dartmouth or BCC or anything?
Well, we have Toby Stapleton on our leadership committee, so we do talk to him from UMass, and that's something that I have on my to-do, is to really outreach to BCC as well. Yeah, we're working on that.
And we have adjunct faculty that sits on our China, Mike Coughlin, and he's at BCC, so
Oh, great.
we know a couple people there. We'll help you out as much
Great.
as we can.
And a lot of what we're, now that we're a new name, sometimes people just say, oh, can you help me? And there are some things that we don't necessarily
Right,
offer those
right.
services. So that's the other thing that I'm trying to do now, is make sure that I know all the resources in the area.
To refer them.
To refer them. So,
Absolutely.
I've been referring people to the Mass Small Business Development Center, to the Economic Development Centers, but that's another thing, that if anybody knows of an organization that maybe we're missing, is to always let us know, because people are coming to us with all sorts of requests now, and we're trying to make sure that they're in the right hands.
Great.
The mentors, do they go to the classes or?
Nope.
Okay.
No. And we do, so there was an entrepreneur through the Lowell Lawrence class that then became a mentor, and he is really great at technology, and he's built an app that has helped match mentors with entrepreneurs. So we do like a speed dating type session. So people you may read on the website and be like, oh, this entrepreneur sounds great. Like, I love what they're doing. But when you meet them, you just may not click. You never know sometimes what's going to happen. So we do speed dating, where you'd quickly meet each person. You'd go down, and then right on your phone or on a computer, you'd write like, yeah, I definitely want to be with that person. Or like, yeah, they seem great. Or like, I don't know. And then you would also put your
That's all of it.
availability. So you'd be like, I could never meet in the mornings, afternoons are good. And then the app pretty much tells us, like, okay, these people all say that they'd like to work together. This person was on the fence, but their schedules all work together. So that, you could be a great fit for somebody, but if you can never meet in the morning and that's when they can only meet, it's going to be really frustrating. So we do that part on our end, is try to make sure that we're putting some good groups together. And then as far as where you meet, that's really up to the team. We work out of Groundwork. It's a co-working space in New Bedford. We're currently looking for a space in Fall River. We have a few options. But people can always meet there. We've had, Toby at the CIE has offered his space. You could even meet at coffee shops, or if somebody in the group has an office, then that part's we're really flexible on.
Well, I think it's definitely a great program.
Yes, terrific.
Yeah, and I mean, I know I'm speaking to you all where it's kind of at the, we're really hoping that mentors signed up by early next week, so I know the time frame is a little tight. If you think of somebody right away, or you want to, just get in touch with me soon, but at least you know that we're here and this is gonna be a continued thing. So maybe in a few months from now, you think, oh wait, this person would be great for the program. We'll be here.
What?
That's the thing.
I know.
All right.
Thank you.